Obviously, I'm a Yankees fan, so I'd love to see him.
It's almost like legacy of like the NFL versus.
But I definitely think that Baker could be a really good player for the Panthers moving forward.
Did I say Oreos?
There's a lot of questions I have about Mahomes. Looks like a kid playing Madden.
Turning point in the game is the 13-second drive.
They play very hard, even though they're terrible.
He's a good pick. For sure. He's going to be a good player. But I can't argue against the Jamar Chase pick.
They made moves saying we're going to win this year, at least get into the playoffs.
I'm going with my guy, Corey Seager. So glad.
What's good, y'all? My name's Austin Drummond, and I play rugby for the University of Notre Dame. And you're listening to The Outsider's Opinion with Austin and Kevin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. We're recording two. This is the second one, and it's been a long-standing one. If y'all have been with us for a while, Austin and I have been talking about the Soto trade, and we were on opposite sides. So I've been pitching, let's calculate the side and see who wins overall. So this, after a long wait, here we are. We have decided, or Austin has picked 4 prospects that were in the Soto deal and relate to Soto. So I get Soto from once he was traded to the Padres, but he was an all-star with the Nationals, so he has yet to be an all-star for the Padres. So that will be factor in. Somehow we're going to clear up confusion. If you do not know what I'm talking about, just all our videos are here. Go check out Soto Trade. Yeah, there should be one of those. And it's about 15 or 20 minutes. But I am joined by the man with a bat and a microphone, Austin.
I could do both at the same time, Kevin. But the Juan Soto trade, definitely something that we were very contentious on. And there's a lot of those things sometimes. But I was adamant that they should not trade him because he's worth so much. And you were saying, no, it's worth it. Well, here we are. Here's where we get to prove to the audience and to ourselves how worth it was it.
Yes. So I think the main goal for me is if Soto wins a championship for the Padres, I think that's incredibly, to me, I would say, all right, I got what I wanted from the trade.
How much does his performance matter?
I think if the Padres are going to win a World Series, Juan Soto is going to be a huge part of it. But I'm not sure if he's going to be the MVP if they win. But I do think he can't be. I'm trying to think. He can't be like a Jose Altuve in the ALCS when he's just hitless, or was it the ALDS?
It was both. It carried over. He also in the ALCS was not good, but the ALDS he actually won hitless. But yeah,
he can't be like that. But he could be a Jeremy Pena or just an Alex Bregman. I think Bregman was consistent.
He was fine. He wasn't great, but he was fine.
But yeah, I think I want more fine and great. Like if he's hitting 100 or 178, then I'm like, that doesn't really work. But I do think if he's the MVP of the World Series and they get a ring or multiple rings, I think that's a huge up. That's just hey, it worked. The Padres did it.
So let's get nitty gritty with the numbers. How much do you think it's worth for a championship if he's decent? He's not MVP, but he's fine. Because you said fine decent was good enough.
Yeah, I think decent. I'll probably go 200.
Okay. And I think that should be added up over rounds. So if you make it out of the wild card, you get 30 points. And then you move on. And maybe it in totality would equal 200. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. And then I think if he's the MVP and incredible 500 or 400.
I would say that adding MVP would be 100 more, so 300. But if he also got the CS MVP, it would be 400. Do you know what I'm getting at? So
Okay,
if he won
yeah.
both the AL or the NLCS MVP and the World Series, I'd give you 100 for both of those.
All right, I'm gonna write this down. I just created a doc. I will send you the link right now. It's titled Soto versus Prospects. So Soto points. So you said 100 for MVP?
NLCS or World Series. So if he didn't win anything, I think that's the way we need to do it. Because how are we going to say decent from good? So if he's just not terrible, anything above terrible to the second best, he gets 200. But if you win
Okay.
a NLCS
So
MVP or a World Series MVP, that goes
gotcha.
up, obviously.
Yeah. So would 200 be average?
What do you mean?
Or
200 is anything besides the best, but also not
okay.
the worst. So it's anything from really good or anything from really great to good or fine.
Okay.
And then if you're amazing MVP, you get 100 extra points.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Do we want to add All-Star or like the number of All-Stars with the Padres?
Well, I see that you put 200 from great to good. The 200 is if you win the World Series.
Okay.
From being great to good. But you get 100 for being an MVP of a series.
Yeah. Okay. So these are the conditions for if he wins the World Series with the Padres.
Yes, he can get anywhere from 0 if he's absolutely horrible to 200 if he's good, acceptable for Soto standards, obviously. And then 100 for the NLCS MVP or World Series MVP.
Okay. Sounds good. And maybe
And
I'll
like I said, we'll look deeper into get rounds so I can divvy it up to where it can be the best. But the 200 is through rounds.
Okay. Yeah, and this is all under the conclusion that the Padres win a World Series.
I think I would just give you points per round as well.
Okay.
Depending on how he played. So if he plays good in a round, I would give you points for that round. Now, again, I wouldn't give you points like all two of you would get no points for the ALDS. And probably not the ALCS either, but he'd have to be
Sounds
fine.
good.
But I think I would kind of divvy that up through winning rounds. So on to All-Star.
I think if he like gets an All-Star nod, maybe like 25 points because there has to be an All-Star for each team.
I think 25 points is fair. I think
that's why it's yeah.
Because he's going to get a good bit. And especially if he signs a long-term deal, like those are going to add up. But he deserves to get something.
Yeah, but not too much.
Nothing.
That's
crazy.
what I was thinking.
Nothing crazy.
And I think we can do that for like the prospects once we get to that side, like 25.
The problem with that is that they're all on the same team. And so, like, you're like one player from each team has to get it. Well, all 4 of my players are on the same team.
Okay. Yeah.
So they're kind of hurting each other's chances. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. So would you want to go higher or lower?
A little bit higher. Especially because, let me put it this way. The Nationals aren't going to win a World Series soon. So the chances of a Padres getting all those points is much higher than it is for the Nationals. So I would argue 50.
Because I was going to say 50. We'll double it because they also have to go through the minors and stuff.
Yeah, okay, 50 is fair. So
But I also want to get to if the 4 prospects you selected, if they are on the World Series championship team with the Nationals, I say they also get a lot of points.
I should get points per player because you
per player.
trade somebody away.
These are all per player. So if like the Nationals get really good and two of your prospects make it, that would mean 100 points.
That's fair.
Because it's a combining, which is also for the viewers. Like Austin, he has 4 chances to add for each of these players to add up these points, which I'm betting against that they're not going to equal the total from Soto. So
Yeah, and that's the whole point of doing this video.
yes, okay. So All-Star games will go. I'll just do this on Soto points, and then so I'll do 25 points for All-Star selection. Now, is there anything else we want to add? How do we want to do awards?
I think it should be for Soto probably 25 per award as well. So for Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, any of the not important awards. So
Yeah, sounds good.
Silver Slugger, if he plays DH, Edgar Martinez Award as well, I think would go into that.
So do we just want to say, because I would say if he wins MVP, I would give him more points, but any award not MVP?
The only awards that I would say Hank Aaron, he would get a good bit. So maybe instead of 25, he gets 50.
50 for Hank Aaron.
I would also say 50 for Platinum Glove.
Okay.
And then 75 for MVP.
So, yeah, I like that. And is Platinum Glove the same as Gold Glove, or is it?
No, Platinum Glove is the best fielder in the league.
Okay. I'd say 25 for Gold Glove. Or
Yeah, I already said that. I thought.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah, Silver Slugger.
Okay.
Gold Glove.
Okay, sounds good. Is there anything else that needs? Is there anything else how we can compete? I think we're good on All Star. Like I don't like if he wins the home run derby. I don't think that doesn't really matter to me.
No, I don't think it doesn't even really like All Star. Yeah, that could help the Padres a little bit, but home run derby really doesn't. Let me ask you this: how are we gonna do rookie awards? So let's say one of my players wins AL Rookie of the Year.
I'd say it's a little bit more than like MLB awards. So maybe 35.
That's fair.
So yeah, I think we've got everything on Soto. So we'll go your prospects.
So yeah, I'll just list my prospects because I haven't named them. 5 prospects were included, and obviously Luke voids those 6 players in total. The 4 prospects I have decided: Mackenzie Gore, C.J. Abrams, Robert Hassel III, and James Wood. Those are my 4 prospects to compete in this challenge.
Okay. All right. So I got Gore, Abrams, Wood, and who else?
Robert Hassel.
Okay, Robert Hassel. All right. So do you want to go each by player and how they can earn points, or just in general how they can earn points?
I feel like you could split up Mackenzie Gore from the rest because Mackenzie Gore is obviously a pitcher, and so pitcher-wise, Cy Young would obviously be a lot.
I would say Cy Young 75.
Yeah, that's equivalent for an MVP.
Yeah,
and I think for MVP for my pitcher should be 100. I'm fine with the other players being MVP 75, but a pitcher winning MVP is
if he wins MVP, that makes sense. Yeah, 100. And then I would say 25 for Gold Glove.
Yeah, 25 for everything else.
All right. And how do you want to calculate wins in the World Series, or like for each win in the playoffs?
No, we're gonna go rounds. I think wild card. If you win the wild card, I'm not gonna give any points because you're supposed to win the wild card. Maybe I'll give 10 points or something extremely small because the wild card, for the Padres especially, you're supposed to make it. And then I would probably say 25 for making it out of the DS.
Is
70.
Okay.
This is for
My bad.
both categories. 75 for winning the CS, the championship series,
All right.
and 100 for winning the World Series.
Okay. And this is just for Gore since he's a pitcher and the wins.
No, that would be for Soto as well. That's how I.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that adds up to the 200 right there.
Oh, okay. Cool. I will put that in there. All right. I'll just put that.
I'll change it up actually a little bit. Let me do. Where did you put that? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
put him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Sounds
210.
good.
I'll just do this. No, I'll do this.
All right.
So that's 200 right there.
Okay. Sounds good. So we've got Gore already since he's a pitcher. We just differentiated. Is there anything else you would like to add?
What are we gonna do for counting stats? Like, let's say Mackenzie Gore has the best ERA in the league, or Soto, for that matter, has the best batting average. How are we gonna quantify stats like that?
I would almost say if they're leading the league.
Here's something I think we should do. I just thought about this. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a tremendous idea, in my opinion. WAR. So wins above replacement is really how worthwhile you are to a team. So I think a major aspect that would give someone an edge. So I feel like if you get more WAR than me, so Soto gets more WAR with the Padres than these players get WAR, wins above replacement, I feel like that should be a major win for you, or vice versa.
Yeah, my thing is with WAR, would you take like CJ Abrams WAR of like isn't the average one
The average is
or like if he's just like a good second baseman or a shortstop? Like could you like I think you should be able to add the WAR between James Wood, CJ Abrams.
yeah,
and
I
Robert
would.
Hassel.
I would.
Okay.
The WAR
And that
last
would-
year for the WAR last year for CJ Abrams was literally 0.0.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. So
Soto,
you would just do we do that by years or could we is there a way we can
we would add that
calculate-
up. We would add that
Okay.
up.
Oh, okay, between like adds the WAR
Like last year with San Diego, 1.8.
Okay.
Technically, last year Abrams had 0.1 WAR, but I'm not counting his San Diego Padres, so he had 0.
Okay. So the WAR would be would that go per year or just overall?
Overall.
Okay. And whoever wins that, let's say gets 100 points?
More than that. Because
Okay.
that is huge. That is huge.
Okay. So do we want that more than a World Series win?
Well, here's the thing. Because it's overall, because it's long, it's forever, it's a long stat. Yeah.
Okay. What
It's
about
more than
300?
one World Series, but,
300?
I'd say 500.
Okay, 500? All right, 500 for... So we have the points that they can add. We have that, and then the next section will be...
Well, this is
Overall.
just this is overall. You win in WAR. My 4 gets your Soto.
Yeah,
Whoever wins that gets 500 points.
plus, yeah, 500. All right. Okay, yeah, I like that addition. And then if you were talking about, like, if they lead the league in the ERA in Mackenzie Gore's case, I kind of treat that like an award, like a gold glove or an award like that. So 25, or would you think it should be less?
I think we could do that. And then if you win like the pitcher's triple crown or the batter's triple crown, you should also get, I think, 50 or something like that.
Yeah, I think 50 works. So we'll do 25 for leading the league in a stat, like a good stat. Like if he leads the league in strikeout, or someone leads the league in strikeouts, that doesn't get him 25. Does that sound good?
Sure. Yeah, that works.
And then 50 for Triple Crown. Okay, I believe, and then the Cesar Abrams, James Wood, and Hassel, that would all apply to what Soto gets, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. I believe that's it. Or is there anything else we need? I think we covered WAR. Yeah, we covered championships. And then we'll say when it ends. With Soto, if he leaves in free agency and is no longer a Padre, it ends for me. The counter stops. And then I would say if any of them gets traded, like if Soto gets dealt in a trade, we will review this process. I would say the same thing if the prospects are given up. Like if they bundle Abrams and James Wood for another guy, we'll review the trade. But if they leave in free agency,
It's over.
then the count.
Yeah, the count ends. We'll review. So some trades we think they got, we'll review. It'll be on a case by case basis.
Yes. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to this competition, Austin. Or it's already started.
Yeah. I am still looking forward to the future. I'm confident I made the right choice, but time will tell.
Yes, time will tell. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.